A young woman sat at the kitchen table, her head in her hands. "Father, I don't know how much more I can take," she said with a sigh. "Every time I solve one problem, another appears. Life feels like an endless struggle." Her father, a chef, listened quietly. Then, without a word, he got up and led her to the kitchen. He filled 3 pots with water and placed them on the stove, turning up the heat. Once the water reached a rolling boil, he placed a few potatoes in the first pot, eggs in the second, and ground coffee beans in the third. Puzzled, the daughter watched as he stood in silence, letting the pots bubble away. She grew impatient but held her tongue. After 20 minutes, he turned off the stove. He scooped out the potatoes and placed them in a bowl. Then, he carefully pulled out the eggs and set them beside the potatoes. Lastly, he poured the coffee into a mug, its rich aroma filling the air. Turning to his daughter, he asked, "What do you see?" She frowned. "Potatoes, eggs, and coffee." "Look closer," he urged. "Touch the potatoes." She pressed a finger into one and found it soft. "Now, crack the egg." She peeled away the shell, revealing a firm, hard-boiled center. "Finally, taste the coffee." She took a sip, letting the warm, bold flavor spread across her tongue. A small smile tugged at the corners of her lips. Her father leaned against the counter. Each of these faced the same adversity, boiling water, but each reacted differently. The potato started strong and rigid but became soft and weak. The egg was fragile at first, its thin shell protecting a liquid core, but the heat made it hard inside. The coffee beans, however, did something different. Instead of breaking down, they transformed the water itself into something new, something rich and aromatic. He looked at her. "Life will test you, just as the boiling water tested these. You can become weak like the potato, hard like the egg, or you can be like the coffee beans, turning adversity into something better. The choice is yours." She gazed down at the cup in her hands, deep in thought. The warmth of the coffee spread through her, just like the wisdom of her father's words. Life's challenges will always come, but what truly matters is how you respond. Will you crumble, harden, or transform the situation into something greater? Which one are you?